Thank you. I'm very shy, so I don't like to be noticed, as you can tell. Last time I interviewed you was at Comic-Con 2 years ago, which was a crazy scene.
Yeah, Comic-Cons are not a relaxing environment.
It scares me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a little...
They leave you hungry and tired and worn out.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. And I feel like for you guys, for me, knowing...
What's your name?
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Jason. Nice to meet you, lovely. Let's see, what do you got going on?
I got a Morrissey pin today and Mi Vida Loca. Usually I have tons more, but I toned it down.
You bring it down a little bit?
I bring it down for the glasses, try to even it out. So lovely to see you here tonight. And I love that they're honoring so many women, and it's a very diverse award. Why do you think this is such an important program for Los Angeles?
I think it's good for us as people to recognize artists from around the world. I think that the purpose of Story is to move us out of the stagnation of our own ideas, and so it's good to have stories from voices from around the world. I mean, obviously the Italians have a rich history in filmmaking, and
Fellini was like one of my since a teen.
Yeah, he was okay. Fellini did a few good films.
I know,
and he sort of impacted the world. Yeah,
that was he was like the one that got me into like foreign films when I was 16.
Really?
I've since then loved Italian film, but
and I mean, so I think the idea of maintaining a worldview of film, right now, I love what the South Koreans are doing. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
We're in Italy. So I think it's really great that we remember as a community that artists are just that. They're artists. It's not, borders do not define artists.
You're so right, and I think we need that. And the more we see different perspectives, it's always better. So thank God.
Thank God.
Were you speaking Italian, though, just now?
A little bit.
Un po' d'italiano.
Sì, tu parli italiano?
Oh, yeah, molto male.
Molto male, con vino e meore.
I like that we're both I remember the bad words really easily.
Everybody remembers
the bad words. I took it in college. I remember all the bad words. So I'm like, hey, che cazzo fai? Yeah, che cazzo fai? See? That's what
you gotta give it a little of that.
Just curious, what this year have you seen that you really love?
I loved Parasite, but not to be cliche, I love Joker. I think I'm a comic book geek, and I thought the honoring of all the different genre tropes that have been built up through the years, and the way that they informed us and brought those to life, even the laugh, it wasn't arbitrary. It was part of his disillusionment and the disconnection from the world, and then So from the writing to the directing and obviously his performance, I think it's one of the best crafted films I've seen in a long time.
Well, we're in agreement. Mike's in the Critic Association
in
LA, so that's one of his, and mine too. But I love also the references to King of Comedy, which is one of my favorite. So I'm like, how could it be bad? It's so fucking genius. I mean,
it's so genius, and I was so surprised by some of the mixed reviews, and then I'm like, I don't think the person who wrote that review knows story and structure, the meticulousness and the cinematography, and it was gorgeous. It was a flawless film for me.
Sometimes, also being a journalist, it's kind of sad when somebody doesn't even care about the history of film, but I won't get into that. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing here then, but I just will disagree with those people.
It's a different,
What are you working on that you could talk about or not talk about?
I've been developing my own stories.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
I wrote something last year that I'm outlining a 6-novel series right now.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it.
My whole wall is Post-it notes. I'm beating the shit out of myself. I hope it comes together. It's really coming together. I just broke the story amazingly a few nights ago. And
I am so excited.
My loop backs and time distance stuff and tying this character's history into that. It's so fun.
Yeah, because there's that many novels. Yeah, that's a big. You have
Fantasy genre is huge.
Yeah, and you have to have a lot of Post-its to keep the scenes and stories. Oh my God, I'm so excited about that.
It's
I'm
fun.
so glad you're right.
Good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm a geeky kid who hid in books and comic books and libraries.
You're absolutely writing.
It's what I've always wanted to do. It's just taken a long time to hone that voice to a level that I didn't want to throw up about.
It's really hard to have, you're right. It's I think it's
and to do it with, intent. I could write a whole bunch of crap, but to do it with, really get the pathos, ethos, logos, to give a character who's going through something that we can relate to and things that you can relate to, but then sew it all into something that's worth watching and entertaining.
Well, I'm sure it's amazing because we're always the hardest on ourselves, I think. But
we'll see. We'll see.
I'm excited about
But
this.
to take it back to Joker, that's why it was viscerally entertaining. I think, which is important today. Short attention spans. You got to have that. But
you do.
The structure was flawless. I think that's what really leaves us going. Oh, I understand the world better now.
And I'm so glad you talked about story and structure because people don't even. I get sad sometimes. I'm like, come on. It's okay not to know something. I don't know many things, but I want to know about them. Like, just learn about them. It's
yeah, the internet's amazing for that. Yeah.